Hello, Dale Beaumont here, host of Get Published TV. This is the only dedicated show on the internet to help you to write, publish, and market your own best-selling book. Well, in last episode, we were talking about the importance of bonus gifts, and what I did is I gave a whole lot of examples of bonuses that you can offer actually in your books, mainly for non-fiction writers. So people are talking about how-to topics, and I gave a whole bunch of different bonuses. Now, I know that there's a number of fiction writers out there that may be thinking, sounds great, love the concept, but what could I possibly give away? How could I potentially build my database or build a following? How can I build my author platform, fan base, whatever you want to call it, if I've got a fiction work? Well, what I'm going to do right now is give you a number of examples. Now, before that, just very quickly, I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Sharon Witt. She is one of my all-time best students. She purchased my Get Published Secrets program about 2 years ago, actually, and she's now the author of not one, and not two, not three or four, but now 5 books. And this is her most recent one that's just hit bookshops in the last month. So 5 books in the space of 2 years. I'm incredibly proud of what this person has done. So from everyone here at Get Published TV, we just want to say big congratulations to Sharon, and just to see how her kind of publishing career has evolved and how her income naturally has evolved as well has been wonderful to watch. So congratulations, Sharon Witt. All right, back to now my conversation to help with fiction writers. All right, so these are in no particular order. These are things in which you can give away or you can mention in strategic positions in your book to lead people to your website. So you got the context, so you're writing a fiction book and you're going to give some things away. And what you probably need to do, because it's not really a how-to book, you can't really just roll into it and step out of kind of character. So what you're going to need to do is maybe have some boxes. They could be in a grey box, or maybe a different font altogether, and that kind of will then, and probably at the end of a chapter is probably the best. And then they could lead people to a website where they could download some quote stuff. Okay, here's some stuff that you can give in no particular order, and this is by no means an exhaustive list. So what I'd like you to do is take these ideas, develop them, and then add to them. And you can add to them by going along to getpublishedtv.com and leaving your comment in the comment section and let's add to this list. And if you've got any other thoughts, then let's kind of keep the conversation going. Okay, no particular order. The first one is maps. So if you've got a book that's talking about locations, then you can have a map at the beginning of your book so people have some type of reference point. Now, if you read the Bible, what's at the beginning of the Bible is a map, and it shows you all the different, the main sort of villages or towns, and so you've got some type of perspective. Now, of course, you can actually have it in your book. You can put it in there. Yes, you can do that, but you're probably then missing an opportunity for people to go to your website and to actually download a map so they can actually see the locations in which you're talking about. So a map could be something that you won't put in your book, but you'll actually give it away as an extra bonus if they go to your website and put in their name and email address so you can start building the relationship. All right, now that I've got you thinking, what else could you offer? Well, another one could be photos of particular scenes, photos of locations. So if you need to describe something, sure, do it as best you can in your actual book. But if you're actually talking from an actual experience, and you are able to either create that location or it is a real location and you can take a photo of it, then you may want to do that as well. Okay, again, you don't have to do all of them. I'm just giving you some suggestions, of course. Another one is, and this is a big one if you can kind of get your head around this, and that is alternative endings. Now, I don't know if you realize this, but in the film world, what they do is when they create a movie, let's just say Terminator 2, did you realize that they created, let's just say for argument's sake, 5 different endings for that particular movie? And what they do is they then film the whole thing, and they film 5 different endings, and then they get the director to put together 5 different versions of the film. And they do tests, so they might bring in 1,000 people to sit in a cinema, and then they'll do a survey based on their star rating or how they would rate that particular film, and they'd get the next 1,000 in to do number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And what they would do is they then find the best ending that gives them the most amount of exposure and the best reviews, and that's the one that they're going to run with. Now, I'm not saying that you'll do the same thing for your book. You obviously would have one ending, but if you come to the end of the book, then you might want to say, would you like to see what would have happened if the character made this decision, or what would have happened if this person did this? Well, then go to the website and download the alternative ending for the book. And so that's a way in which people can think, wow, wonder if it was different, how would it be? And to kind of get back involved in your book with an alternative ending. So again, this is not something that you've really may have heard of before. This is really cutting edge, but something for you to actually think about. Again, we're trying to create reasons to lead people to a website so we can give away some stuff. Now, you can give away a handful of things. I sometimes recommend up to 5. But even if you just give away one of these things that I'm talking about, then at least then you've got an opportunity. Another one could be the first 3 chapters of your next book, which is very, very powerful. Of course, that if you've published 2 or more books, then now you've got an opportunity to promote, book number 2 or book number 3 even. So that's a really great way of getting people onto the next step, and also creating additional sales for your book, or for your next book, I should say, as well. Very powerful. Another thing that you could do, and you could either make this as an upsell, so when they go to the website you could sell this, or what you may choose to do is to give it away to them for free. So you might say that thank you for coming to the end or reading this book, or you could put it at the very, very beginning before the book's even started, a special note from the author, or a special gift from the author, and that is you could give them your whole book in audio format. And so we spoke about on previous episodes of Get Published TV how you can actually either read the book out yourself, and now you've got an audio book, or you can actually pay a professional voiceover artist to actually read your book, and now you've got a physical book, and you've also got, I haven't got a CD, but you've then got an actual a physical CD, which you could then ship to people, or you could have it available for download as an MP3 format. And you could either, again, as I was saying, sell it or give it away for free. Totally up to you on what you want to do there. I've got a couple more here that I want to go through. I've probably run out of time on this video, so I'm going to create another one in just a few moments time, which is going to go through part 2. So these are all suggestions about how you could start to build your audience, build your followers, because what you don't want to have happen is someone reads your book and goes, great, that was amazing, and then your book goes on the shelf and they never contact you, or you have no ongoing relationship. What we want to do is change that around, so you could have a reason to stay in touch with people and to build a relationship with them, so you can offer them other books in the future. So make sure you come back for the part 2 to this conversation. And please leave us your comments. If you've got some ideas or some suggestions or some questions, then please leave them in the comment section on getpublishedtv.com. This is Dale Beaumont, your host. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.